doing, everybody? I am Chad from CD Shaving. Thank you very much for joining us again for another video. Today is a little something different. We're not doing a head shave or a face shave or even really a product review. We're kind of going over a concept. That's right, a concept. See, this is geared towards the newbies. So you decided you wanted to get into wet shaving. Well, one of the things you need to do when you get into wet shaving is pick a soap or a cream, generally a brush, and, well, a safety razor. You can go straight razor, but generally people will start with safety razor first. So let's get into that a little bit and talk a little bit about the different options you have and what you might want to do, the direction you might want to go in when you're looking to choose one. So, incidentally, to start out with the holiday of the day, Happy Armed Forces Day. So those of you that are currently serving or have served in the military, thank you very much for your service. I appreciate it. Thank you for keeping me and my family safe. So, on to the topic of the day. So we're going to talk about the safety razors and different ones. The first thing, in my opinion, that you want to do, shop around. Now, why do you want to shop around? A couple reasons. One, price point. You can go to Walmart, get yourself a safety razor that's there on the shelf, run you about 20 bucks. And you're going to get $20 worth of a safety razor. Okay? Because not only it comes with price, quality. Quality is also there as well. Now, then you need to look into, do you need more than one? To start off, probably not. Just look at price and quality, in my opinion. And then we'll get into design and what you're going to need, what you think you would need for you. So you can get yourself a basic. This is your standard safety razor. Okay, you can see it's all metal. There's no plastic on this at all. This is a Vanderhagen. You can pick this up at Walmart for about 20 bucks. This is a TTO or twist to open. You turn the bottom like so, and you see the little top opens up like that, and you drop the blade in, and then you close it. Now the problem with this, you get what you pay for. Okay, this is actually my second one. I had one of these completely sealed shut on me. I had this one. I had the blade in it. I went to go change it, went to turn it, and I heard something snap, and it just kept spinning, and the doors refused to open. I had to throw the whole thing out, including the blade. Well, which didn't matter. I was going to throw the blade out anyway, and I had to go buy another one. So, yeah, it's a great investment if you're just looking to kind of try to see if it's something you'd like. But you're going to want to eventually, in my opinion, move on to something else, at least a better quality. If you like that style of razor, the TTO or the doors open, great, go for it. There are other razors out there to purchase. Now, they are online. As far as price points concerned, you could spend 20 bucks on a safety razor. You can spend $400 on a safety razor. Do you need to spend $400? No. You don't need to spend $400 on a safety razor. You can, and if it's within your budget to do so, and you would like to, go for it. I mean, do it up, right? But if you can't afford it, if you're looking at it and saying to yourself, geez, I really want to try this out. I just, I don't have a whole lot of money. That's okay. You can still get into it. There are plenty of websites out there that have good quality razors that range between 20. I've seen them up to 100, 200 bucks, all in between. Okay. Another one we'll look at here. Actually, you know what? I've seen this style of razor, the twist opens, about 30 bucks for a different style of razor. I have seen it on Amazon's got them from all different kinds of companies. So look at them. Look at the reviews. Find the one you like on Amazon. Say you see a specific style. Hey, that looks great. I like that particular brand. Type that into YouTube. Type it into YouTube and see who's reviewed it and what they think of it. And then watch more than one review. That way you have an idea that what you're going to get might work for you. So, and it'll give you, and by doing that, you can also shop as far as price is concerned. Okay. Aggressiveness. Look at your beard. Do you have a tough beard? You know, do you have a really thick beard? Does it grow in fast? You're going to have to shave often. If that's the case, you may want to go for something that eventually, I wouldn't get something aggressive right off the bat, but eventually you may want to go something more aggressive. At first, you're going to want to, in my opinion, choose something that's a little bit middle of the road. Okay? Don't go there and find the most aggressive safety razor you can and say, I need that. Because if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to have you might have a real hard time, and you could get discouraged, and you're more apt to put it away and say, forget it, I'm going back to cartridge raising or cartridge shaving, and that's the worst thing you can do, in my opinion. So, moving on, there are different choices. Here we have a slant bar. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. You can see that compared to the straight bar, it's got a little bit of a torque there, doesn't it? Right? See how it's kind of warped? It's not because I dropped it. It's made that way. This is a slant bar, and this is actually a 3-piece razor. Okay? As opposed to a TTO or twist open. Unscrew it. See? Here's your plate, and then there's the top part there. See the posts and the blade inside there? Drop it. Screw it in. When you store these, all the way over, and then loosen it up so the pieces kind of rattle around so they stay loose. Okay, that's a slant bar. Slant bar, the idea between that one, or for that one, is when you cut, when you shave down, you're not going to shave at a slant, I mean, unless you have to, but you shave down, the blade is contorted. It literally, when you tighten that down, it bends the blade, kind of like this, so the hair gets sliced as opposed to chopped off. Okay, either one is good, is better for you than the other options commercially available, but it's just, some people say it's more efficient. Some people even say that a slant bar is more aggressive. That part is a little subjective. I would not start off with a slant bar, personally. In the event that it turns out to be more aggressive for you, you're going to want to stick with a straight bar. Not a straight razor, straight bar. And then, of course, you have, let's see, this here is an open comb. This is a Mule R41. This is one of my go-to razors. This is extremely aggressive. I would not start with one of these. You can see it's an open comb. Back it up there. It exposes a ton of blade. And it's not, I mean, it's not all the way closed because, like I said, I store these things with, you know, kind of loose. But so that you have an open comb. And then there's the adjustable. This here is a Merkur Future clone. If you look, you can see the numbers, right? The numbers that go around. See that little dial or the notch? You put the number on the dial, and that's where, oops, a little off. That's where you, that's the level of gap that you see in the top there. See, the more you turn it, the gap actually closes. Or doesn't close all the way, but gets smaller. And that lessens or increases the blade exposure to your face when you're shaving. This is referred to as an adjustable. This particular adjustable is a 2-piece. This plate just comes right off, and you've got all that underneath, and it snaps back on. Not all adjustable. I actually don't know that. Those of you that do know that, feel free to comment in below. I don't know if this is the only adjustable I have. As far as I know, most adjustables I think are 2 pieces. I don't think I've seen a 3-piece adjustable, but I could be wrong on that. And then I've got another one here just to kind of show you. This is also an open comb. This is made by a company called Parker. The difference between this and the Mule open comb are handle length. See that? You're going to want to think about that. Handle length is important depending on what you're shaving. Insert raunchy joke right here. So if you got a long handle, this is, I found, good for shaving your head because you can reach way the heck back there without really any problem. I've been told women like longer handles because it's easier to shave their legs with it this way. I can tell you I don't like the longer handle for shaving my face because I get right about here and it tends to hit my collarbone. Right here. And I literally have to change the angle to get down in there or change it, and that's just not efficient, right? So, my advice would be to stick with a short handle, but you don't want it so short that you can't grab it. Those of us that have big hands don't like short, like really stubby handles, at least in my opinion. So I get something that I like this one because it's kind of middle of the road there, right? So, so you want to look at handle length. Think about your own dexterity. You know, are you going to want something small that you're going to be doing this with? Are your hands literally going to be like this? Or can, you be all right by grabbing it with just, the two or three fingers here? So, so handle length, the style, you get open comb, slant bar, straight bar, and adjustable. If you're new to wet shaving and you're fairly certain that you're going to be doing that, you just need to get yourself settled, I would suggest an adjustable. You can make that thing right, least aggressive as possible with a nice, lower aggressive blade, and you're good to go, and you can adjust it as your skills get better. Or you can just start off with a straight bar and you make mistakes, whatever. You're going to make mistakes doing this anyway. You're going to cut yourself. It doesn't mean you're going to need stitches. It doesn't mean you're going to need to go to the hospital. It doesn't even mean you're going to be in a lot of pain. Half the time I cut myself, I don't even feel it. So, anyway, whatever you do, shop around. Shop around, do your research, watch YouTube videos. Okay, people do these videos for a reason. They want you guys to see what their experiences are with these different products. Watch them and make the judgment for yourself. When you put stuff up there, if you decide to get into the forums and you're like, hey, I had a great shave, this is what I used, nobody's going to come at you and say, wow, that stuff sucks, I can't believe you used it. Everyone wants you to have a good shave. So if like one of these razors I really don't care for, but there are people out there that swear by it. Good for them. If it's giving them great shaves every day, go for it. Stay with it. But do your shopping, do your looking around, because if you find one that you like that's a cut above the rest, see what I did there, then go for it and use it. Get it, and it'll be a great investment. Thing you want to think about is moving parts, in my opinion. You go for a 2 or 3 piece razor, you get those 3 pieces that come apart and you're good. Adjustables have a lot of moving parts in them, as do the twist-to opens, right? The ones I mentioned in the beginning, the doors open on top. More parts you have, and the more parts that move, there's more chance that something can break. Think about it in terms of a car. Your car has power windows. A couple of years ago, I purposefully bought a brand new car and asked for crank windows. I did that because money was an issue for me, but I wanted to least amount of problems. Your power windows break, you've got an actuator, you've got wire harnesses, you've got fuses, and the switches itself, or themselves. With a crank windows, you got a belt and a hand crank. That's about it. So there's not much that can go wrong there. The same thing with these safety razors. You got a 2 or 3 piece, that's it. You got to start getting into moving parts like the doors that open and shut. You could run into a problem if you don't maintain it enough, or you buy a product that really gets in there and screws it up somehow. Yeah, you can clean them. You put it in rubbing alcohol. There are things you can do. But where you're a newbie, if you miss a step, you don't clean it right, you do something wrong with it, you might end up hurting your razor, or worse, seizing it shut like I did. I would think that was more of a quality thing, really. But just something to think about. You may want to keep it simple, okay? You can always upgrade, downgrade, change it over later. And then chances are you're probably going to get more than one razor. I never thought I would have more than one razor, but now I've got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count. Actually, 6, including my straight. So, I would definitely think about it. I wouldn't walk right into the store and grab your hands on the first one you see that happens to be on the shelf. There's not that many of these that are available to buy in store. The ones that are in there are usually mass produced. And well, they're all ours to some degree, but you want to think about it. You really do. And this is a great hobby to get into. It's awesome for your skin. It's the best way to shave. But just like buying a car or anything else, it is an investment. This is stuff you're going to buy that you don't want to have to keep replacing and you want to hang on to. So get something that's going to last, and get something that's not only going to last, but that's going to work for you. So if you like the TTOs, the twist opens with the doors, and it works for you, get yourself one that's known to be a higher quality, one that's going to do well. You don't have to spend $400. There are plenty out there that are right in the mid-range. I could sit here and tell you, this Mule R41, I paid about $60 for. I don't think that's that bad. But I also realize there are people out there that would say, oh, that's really cheap. I could toss that money out like it's nothing. And there are also people out there that would have to save for 3 or 4 months to be able to buy something like that. I get you. I totally understand. That's why I tell you, shop around. There are people that are selling these used. Nothing wrong with buying a used one, especially if it's in good quality, good condition. Throw it in some rubbing alcohol or barbicide. Barbicide's what the barbers use to clean their equipment with. Throw it in that for a little while. You're good to go. Nothing wrong with that. Okay? Just make sure you know what you're buying. And if you don't know, snap a couple pictures of it. Get to know people by talking on forums. Send it to somebody that does and ask, what is this? Is this an alright razor? Should I start with this? Get their opinions. You don't have to go with it. Just ask. And that's what we're all there for. We all like to give our 2 cents in, and we all know that not everybody takes our advice, but we like to do that just to help out as much as possible. So, that is, for the most part, what I'd have to say about razors is, shop around. Don't think you have to spend a certain or a given amount of money. And when you settle on one, be prepared, because it's probably not going to be your only one. Eventually, you're going to end up buying. That's just how this works. Some people are into certain parts. I've noticed there are people that, when they're into straight razor, they got tons of those straight razors. Some people are I tend to be a soap guy. Some people are into brushes, and then some people are into all of it, and their shave den is the size of a bedroom or two. So anyway, if you're new to this, welcome to wet shaving. Just understand there's a learning curve to all of it. If you have any questions, please ask one of us. We'll be glad to help you with anything you need. And you know what? If you want to know how to do something and you're looking at my videos and you happen to like what I'm doing and you say, geez, how do you do this? I'll do a video for you. I don't care. I'm there to help you if you need it. So Lord knows I don't know everything, and I certainly make mistakes. I've probably done it on camera. I know I've done it off camera. It's all part of this, right? We're always learning. We're always, so watch as many videos as you can. Learn as much as you can about it. And enjoy it. Have great shaves. That's what we want out of all this, right? So if you guys have any questions about any of the razors that I have, or any of my opinions on any of it, please leave it in the comments below. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my video. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. I'd love to have you on board so you can get notifications as we go and put up more videos. So thanks very much for watching. And I hope you guys, if you shave today, have a great shave and have a great day. And we'll see you in the next video.